seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Your headquarters for Cubs Talk is the Mullen Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Cubs, Reds in Cincinnati. Time now to hear from Craig Counsell, sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development. Positioning the pitching staff for the playoffs is a big goal moving forward.
This is the difficult time of the year for starting pitching. It's not just Cubs starting pitching, it's everybody's starting pitching. You're, a bunch of innings in. This is where the starters really, earn their keep, so to speak. And this is why we're there in early February, for the starters. So this is the tough time of the season for the starters. And that's true around the league, I think. We're doing everything we can, but we also, the things that are different are you got 13 pitchers. You got to cover 9 innings every night. And so we have to do that as well. So we're going to, we've put together plans to do that the best way possible and win baseball games. And we'll continue to do that.
As your rotation's gone through ups and downs and injuries and Ray's second on your team in innings right now. As you've compiled that innings puzzle, how crucial has he been for you just kind of aligning other things and looking at
Yeah, I think at the start of the season, that would be a concerning probably number, right? But I think it speaks to, what Colin has done. And it speaks to just, those around him, kind of everybody stepping up and putting together the puzzle, so to speak. So, Colin's done what I think really what you hoped he would be able to do if necessary. And he's capable of handling that number of innings. We knew that. And there's going to be injuries. Some of them were more significant. But he's been durable. He's taken the ball every start, meaning he's been healthy. He's given us quality innings. He's helped us win baseball games. So he's had an excellent kind of glue season for this rotation and for this team.
Yeah, another valuable contributor. The baseball board next on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Welcome to Old National Bank.
Hi, I was wondering what you could do for my small business.
Tons. Have time to talk?
Not much. We're in a 30-second radio ad.
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding. Wow.
Yeah. So, ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
Hey, football fans, it's Brian Baldinger here with It's Your Journey, presented by Hyundai. We have another great matchup in Week 3 as Detroit goes to Baltimore in what will be another great matchup. Both teams have aspirations of making it deep into the playoffs, but the journey begins here. Both teams have solid defenses, but which quarterback will be able to overcome and lead their team to a win? It's Your Journey is brought to you by Hyundai. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event is going on now. Get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Don't miss out. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Cubs in Cincinnati. Who are you banking on? Is sponsored by Busey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on Seiya Suzuki, who's a .467 lifetime hitter against right-hander Hunter Green with 2 home runs. Let's get to the pitching matchup, sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Veteran right-hander Colin Ray throwing for the Cubs, 10-6, a 4.23 ERA. He's coming off a no decision last weekend against Tampa Bay, 5 1/3, 3 runs on 7 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. We mentioned Hunter Green throwing for Cincinnati, 6-4, a 3.01 ERA, but he was rocked last week in Sacramento by the A's. 5 earned runs on 4 hits in 2 1/3, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Let's go around baseball, sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. The game the Cubs were keeping an eye on earlier today was taking place in New York. The Mets, a 6-1 victory over the Padres. Pete Alonso with his 37th home run. So at this very moment, before the Cubs take the field tonight in Cincinnati, the Cubs are a team with a 5.5 game lead over the Padres when it comes to playoff positioning. The Cubs currently hold the top wildcard spot in the National League. San Diego is the second spot. And if the Cubs are able to win tonight and beat the Reds, they will reduce that magic number for clinching the top wildcard spot to 4. It's time for baseball in Cincinnati. Cubs, Reds, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday on Rahimi, Harris, and Grody, 10-2 on The Score.
Everything comes down to how you finish, and the wall covering, drywall finishing, signage, glass systems, and painting contractors at finishingchicago.com always produce a hit. Chicago's top general contractors and property managers rely on Finishing Chicago's industrial and commercial contractors to provide the most well-trained, safety-focused, and reliable crews. Before starting work on your next job site, check out their website, finishingchicago.com, your free resource to find quality finishing contractors.
Proud partner of Cubs Radio. Hey, it's David Hoffer, Chef IQ. You know the feeling when you're about to cut into a juicy steak and hope it tastes as perfect as it looks? That sounds delicious. Worry no more. The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates undercooking or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether on a stovetop, oven, or grill. The probe is inserted into your food, connected wirelessly to an app. Once you select your desired doneness, the app alerts you when to take the steaks off the grill or the turkey out of the oven. It's that simple. Order one now on chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Cubs fans, Pat Hughes here. Join Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman, and me for every Cubs game on 670 The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
He drives one in the air, deep left center. Back goes Cruz. It's got a chance. Gone. Home run, Dansby Swanson. High fly ball, deep right field. This ball's got a chance. It is gone for a home run.
And if you live in the Chicago area, also on the free Odyssey app.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago, this is Ian Happ.
Base hit into right. Cubs win the ball game. Ian Happ, a game-winning single.
It's Pete Crow Armstrong.
Gone! 3-run homer, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Hey, it's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle drives one in the air to right field. That ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer.
Yeah, this is what you came here for. You got the Cubs game on The Score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Benny's Beverage Depot, Nissan, Benjamin Moore, Hefty Trash Bags, Laturo Tire, James Hardy Building Products, AARP, Sea Glass Wine, Volvo, Sloan, Xfinity, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's game one of a 4-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Good evening, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman is working alongside. We all thank you for joining us. Cubs coming off a big day yesterday, clinching a playoff berth with their win over the Pirates. And tonight they'll start this 4-game series by sending right-hander Colin Ray to the mound against a hard-throwing right-hander for Cincinnati, Hunter Green. It's a beautiful, warm, late summer night here in Ohio, 83 degrees as we get set to get this ball game underway. And the game time temperature is brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. Let's get to the starting lineups for tonight's game. The lineups are brought to you by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. Leading off for the visiting Cubs tonight and playing at first base, Michael Busch. Nico Horner at second base. Ian Happ, who went to college here in Cincinnati, is in left field. Moises Ballesteros, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Seiya Suzuki in right. Batting sixth and catching, Carson Kelly. Pete Crow Armstrong in center. Dansby Swanson batting eighth at shortstop. And batting ninth and playing third base, Matt Shaw. Those are the Cubs. Here are the Reds. T.J. Friedel is leading off in center. Gavin Lux, the designated hitter. Austin Hayes to bat third and play left field. Sal Stewart is the Reds' cleanup man. Stewart playing third base. Will Benson in right field. Spencer Steer at first base. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Tyler Stevenson catching, and batting ninth and playing second base, Matt McClain. So those are the lineups. The umpires have arrived. Edwin Moscoso calling balls and strikes. Chad Whitson, the first base umpire. David Rackley is the crew chief, and David will make all of the pertinent decisions down at second base. And Brian Walsh working at third. The Cubs occupy the third base dugout here in Cincinnati. I already see some Cub fans seated behind that third base dugout, and the Reds will take the field momentarily. We are ready for baseball. We thank you for joining us. It's the Cubs and the Reds coming up next on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Make your house a home with premium paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben for interiors. Or protect your exteriors with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. Available exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Their high-quality products ensure a flawless finish every time. Ready to start your next project? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Benjamin Moore. See the love.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough-as-nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. Find yours today. Toyota. Let's go places.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, Joy. Oh, you are glowing.
Oh, hey. More like Mirajoyed. That Miralax helped me go. I was so backed up. Tried mega coffees, prune juice, everything. Then Miralax. And hello, gentle relief without the harsh side effects.
Ooh, how does it work?
It works naturally with the water in your body for constipation relief. Find Miralax today at Walmart.
Use as directed for occasional constipation.
It's game time. Time to crack open a Yingling after 196 years. The wait is over. Yingling is finally available here in Illinois. Look for it at your favorite bar or store. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And yesterday, Pat, a very fun day for the Cubs. Gratifying with all the work that gets put in and you get to that point where you clinch a playoff spot. Still work to be done, but a very fun and gratifying day yesterday.
That's your first goal, Ron. I think when you report to spring training way back in February, make the postseason. That's your very first goal.
That's right. And I accomplished that yesterday. It was very fun. I love seeing all the young guys that for the first time they are going to get a chance to go to postseason, and you talk to them, and it's really good. And it's turning out to be a very good season. But as we said, there's still a lot of work to be done here for the Cubs.
Cubs got a break earlier today when San Diego lost their game in New York against the Mets, because the next order of business, major order for the Cubs, that is to try to clinch the top wild card spot in the National League over San Diego. And their magic number to do so is now down to 5. Any combination of 5 Cubs wins or losses by San Diego, and the Cubs will have that top wild card spot, and that's where you want to be.
Yeah, it really is. It's one of those situations where, you would never want to go to another park, much less a West Coast, go all the way out west. But to host a series in Chicago at Wrigley Field with the Cub fans, that would be a big bonus for the Cubs.
We are ready for baseball. Big Hunter Green on the mound. Michael Busch at the plate. First pitch in for a strike, and away we go. Cubs wearing their traveling uniforms, the gray shirts and trousers, red numbers on their backs, blue hats and helmets and sleeves and socks, a variety of shoe colors, green missing for a ball, 1-1. The Reds, as you might guess, have a lot of that color in their uniform, red hats and sleeves and shirts. The next pitch inside for a ball. They have bright white trousers, white numbers on their backs. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home. The 2-1 to Busch, low ball 3. The right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Let's see if Busch now can take advantage of the 3-1 pitch. He checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Michael tried to check on a shoulder-high fastball, ruled to have swung by third base umpire Brian Walsh.
Bushy flipped his bat. He did not think he went. We have not seen a replay yet. Kind of spun out of the way, but did not see a replay.
Green is a big man, 6'5", 242 pounds, very hard thrower. And the pitch to Busch, strike 3 called on the inside corner. So Green fell behind 3-1, comes back to strike out Busch. 1 away, just underway, and the batter, Nico Horner.
As you said, Pat, very hard thrower. This is fastball at 100 miles an hour, right on the corner.
Green's pitch to Horner is a strike. Ron, what would be your plan if you were in that Cubs lineup tonight against Hunter Green?
I would absolutely 100% be looking for the fastball, and I would be geared up for his best fastball. You got to get the fastball down in the zone, though. If you chase the ball out of the zone high, you're going to be in trouble.
Horner just chased a low outside breaking ball, and it's 0-2 on Nico. Nico hitting .303. Lines one toward the middle, but it's gloved by McLean from the outfield grass. Throws to first to get him. Very close play. A hustling Horner called out by first base umpire Chad Whitson. And now they'll take a look at the replay and see if he was out.
I don't think they're not going to challenge this. A very close play at first base, and hustling down the line is Nico, but just barely a bang play, but they got him in first.
McLean on the outfield grass juggled that ball ever so slightly, and that made it a very close play. And Nico always hustles. 2 down, and here's Ian Happ. Ian has had some big days and nights in this ballpark. He played collegiately at the University of Cincinnati. But then again, a lot of hitters have had big days and nights in this yard. One of the best hitting parks in the summertime, and we're still in that area. One of the best hitting parks in the big leagues.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We were watching batting practice today, and the ball just flying out of this ballpark.
Happ hitting .243, 23 home runs. Takes inside for a ball. Ian lifetime against Green, 2 for 15, but he does have a homer against him. Green missed about 2 months in the middle of the year. Here's a smack on the ground to second. Bobbled by McLean, picks it up and throws to first to get him to end the inning. A couple of hard hit balls, but the Cubs hit some atom balls right at them, and they do not score. Nobody reaches after a half. Cubs nothing. Reds coming up on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Coom here. Let me tell you one of the things I really like about Yuengling. They brew a beer for everyone's taste. From their traditional lager to light lager, flight, golden pilsner, and even a black and tan, there's something for every kind of beer drinker. So whether you're firing up the grill, watching a game, or at the golf course, there's a Yuengling that fits the moment. Take a look at the lineup next time you're out. You might just find a new favorite. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs radio network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Tired of losing power? Feeling powerless? Call Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric today for a free estimate on a whole home standby generator. Never be without power again. Fully installed systems starting at just $99 a month. Power your sump pump, your fridge, your freezer, your garage doors, your heating and cooling, so your home stays safe and comfortable. Four Seasons is the largest and most award-winning Generac dealer in Illinois.
Right reasons. Call 866-4Seasons.
Car accident? Call DNW right now. Slip and fall? Call DNW right now. Any accident at all? Call DNW Law right now. Don't hesitate. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
Uniform descriptions we gave you, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. No score, bottom of the first. TJ Friedel to lead it off. Colin Ray on the mound. Big, tall right-hander looking for his 11th win. Making his 26th start of the year. And there is a strike on the inside corner to Friedel. As you think about Ray facing these Reds in this park tonight, Ron, what's on your mind?
I would say beyond the attack with the fastball early in the count and just getting ahead.
Fly ball to left, long run. Happ gets over there to make the catch. One down, no score, first inning. Bases empty, and the batter, Gavin Lux.
The way the ball is flying in this ballpark for batting practice and what way it'll be jumping tonight, I don't think you can pitch behind in the count in this ballpark. I think you make average hitters good hitters and good hitters great when you pitch behind in the count. And then, we were watching mishit balls end up in the seats today.
Gavin Lux, left-handed batter, swings and misses. The dimensions, 328 down the line and left, 379 to left center. The wall is 12 feet high from the pole in left out to the gap in deep left center. And then the wall is just 8 feet high from deep left center all the way around to the right field foul pole. 404 to straightaway. It's that right center alleyway where the ball really carries over the 370 marker. And many times it is over the marker. 325 down the line and right. It's just something about that gap in right center that acts like a jet stream on many fly balls. Curveball missing to Lux. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes on Gavin Lux.
I just think it's a short porch for the gap, and then on top of it, to your point, the ball just seems to really carry there.
Here comes the 2-2 from Colin Ray. Little looper into shallow right, falling in for a base hit. It was actually a good pitch. Ronnie jammed him. Lux able to just get enough wood to loop it over the head of the second baseman, Horner.
Yeah, not hit hard. Probably broke his bat. but it ends up in short right for a base hit. First inning today, that's powered by Invesco QQQ. That's Rethink Possibility, Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
The Reds are exactly a 500 team, 76 wins and losses as Austin Hayes checks in. And he'll swing and miss. No score. We're in the first with a man on. Right now, the Mets occupy the third wild card spot. Arizona 2 games behind, and then Cincinnati and the Giants both 2.5 back. And they're starting to run out of time. 10 games to play for most of the teams, or thereabouts. Here's a drive towards center coming in. Pete Crow Armstrong has to play it on a bounce. It's a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Reds here in the first, and it brings up Sal Stewart.
Well, these 2 hits, neither ball hit all that hard. This is a little cutter. Gets a little too much of the plate probably for Collins' liking, and just gets dumped into short center. Callum Ray's got a very good fastball. He's in the mid-90s with his heater, 95 to be exact, where he usually tops out at.
Here's the pitch on the way to Stewart. Swing and a miss. But if you're where the Reds are or the Giants are, 2.5 games back with a couple of teams ahead of you, you're almost in a spot where you have to win of your last 10, at least 8.
Yeah.
Or maybe even 9 to get in. Here's the 0-1. Drilled foul off to the right out of play.
Another good fastball, 95 miles an hour, and a 2-seamer. Speed gun powered by Xfinity. It's seriously powerful Wi-Fi. Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
Ray, 10 wins, 6 losses. His ERA, 4.23. He's kept the Cubs in the great majority of his starts. And again, making his 26th start of the year. Swing and a miss. Good high fastball got him. That's his best fastball yet. Out number 2. Strikeouts are worth noting. Strikeouts are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. 2 outs, 2 on for the left-handed batting Will Benson.
You're right, 96 miles an hour, top of the zone, a 4-seamer. And he just threw that ball right by Stewart.
Now, Benson has done some damage against Ray in their head-to-head matchups. Benson 7 for 15 with a home run against Colin. 1 ball and no strikes. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Runners lead at first and second. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking ball. 1-1. Again, plenty of Cub fans here tonight. Great to see the blue shirts and blue hats and the uniforms that say Coomer on the back. Here's the 1-1. Line drive caught by Bush. And that ends the inning. Reds get a couple of hits, but no runs. They leave a pair. We go to the second inning. 0-0 game from the Great American Ballpark on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to Present You signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that Future You can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward Future You with a future flight. Sign up for rapid rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All rapid rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
FinishingChicago.com for the industry's best drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, signage, and painting contractors. Rely on FinishingChicago.com.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and my team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth.
Feeling smooth.
Who said that?
It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity mibbity mibbity mubbity matter song.
So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it.
Beep bop beat up wow, matter song is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a
Bosch.
Cubs and Reds scoreless. Top two in Cincinnati. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Zach will be along to work with Ron in the fifth inning. Nice to be working with the excellent engineer Dave Abbott here in Cincinnati. We've worked with Dave for many, many years. Moises Ballesteros will lead off the second inning. No score. Hunter Green to Moises Ballesteros, swinging a foul back. Cubs leadoff man to start a game, by the way, brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a Cubs leadoff hitter gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donates $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Here's a bouncer to second, gloving it as McClain, a short toss to first in time. One down, and the batter Seiya Suzuki. But if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably just not worth drinking. Here is Suzuki stepping in. Green run had a very serious right groin strain that kept him out of action for over 2 months. And this guy really has to be considered the ace of the staff when he's healthy.
Yeah, big arm, 100-mile-an-hour plus fastball. Might be the hardest thrower of anybody in baseball in the rotation. But great fastball, great slider. And you're right. And you think where Cincinnati is at right now at 500, if you have Green healthy all year, as Seiya fouls that one off to the right. If he's healthy all year, where is Cincinnati in the race?
Probably in a wild card spot.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
But he was outrun from June the 3rd all the way until August the 13th. So 2 months and 10 days. And Seiya takes high for a ball. Suzuki has done the best against Hunter Green in the head-to-head matchups. Seiya 7 for 15 against this hard thrower with 2 homers, including a grand slam. He swings and fouls it to stay alive. Still 2-2. Green has begun his evening by setting down the first 4 Cubs.
Green basically 2-pitch pitcher to the right-handers, fastball slider. And then he does mix in a split finger to the left-handers. So he throws fastball slider and an occasional split.
2-2 pitch swung on and missed on a high fastball. Strikeout number 2 for Hunter Green. He's one of those guys, he never seems worried about challenging hitters.
No, not when you throw 101. No, he just rear back and throw it and take your chances. And that's the fastball we were talking about. That one might have been just above the zone. And if you got to swing at that fastball above the zone, you're gonna have a hard time catching up with it.
Carson Kelly will take a strike. 0-0 game, second inning. Green against the Cubs' lifetime has made 8 starts, and he is 4-1. Here's a fly ball into shallow center, racing in Friedel. The left-handed center fielder makes the catch to end the inning. The Cubs go quietly after an inning and a half. No score. Cubs and Reds on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Nico Horner here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Where do the Cubs shop to celebrate a big win? Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hey, baseball fans, now at Verizon, they are knocking it out of the park with low prices. Locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Only on a network you can count on. Slide into your local Chicago Verizon store today.
$20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic, domestic data roaming, and 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rates. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Sloan has been providing restroom products at Wrigley Field for 111 years, and we're proud to now expand into the concourse with our brand new bottle fillers that provide clean drinking water for Cubs fans all season long. Learn more at Sloan.com.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds, like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month, or get 1.99% APR on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Offers end September 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Guys, we're just one day away. Oktoberfest is coming to the Wrigley Field campus September 19th through the 21st. Enjoy beer tents, rides, live music, authentic food, and family fun all weekend long. Tickets on sale now at cubs.com/Oktoberfest. Huh?
All right, Zach, very good. We just saw the replay of Suzuki striking out in the second inning against Hunter Green. Let me ask you this, Ron. On fastballs at the top of the zone, thrown by a power pitcher like a Hunter Green, as Colin Ray goes to work on Spencer Steer and his first pitch in for a strike. 0-0 game, second inning. Why is it that on a swing and a miss, it is always underneath the pitch and not above it when it's at the top of the zone? Why is that?
Well, I just think it's very difficult to catch up with the high fastball at 100 miles an hour to begin with if it's not in the zone. Mm-hmm. And then I do believe hitters, the way everybody is being taught to hit now is, get the ball elevated and kind of swing up. And we're seeing a lot of that now. And if you're trying to hit a high fastball at 100 miles an hour and your swing is going upwards, good luck. You're just not going to do it. Your hands, you have to think of getting your hands above the baseball if you're going to attack the high fastball in the zone to catch up with it. Because then what that does is that pitch misses down and away. It keeps the barrel of the bat in the hitting zone and on plane with the ball for a long time. And then you've got a chance to at least catch up with that heater.
Spencer Steer with a 2-2 count. And the pitch just outside. Even going back to amateur days, Ron, you'd be facing a guy who threw hard and he threw a lot of chest-high fastballs. You would take swings and you'd think, how did I miss that one? I saw it. I thought I had a good cut. And you're amazed that you didn't make any contact.
Yep.
A strike three called on a breaking ball by Colin Ray, and Spencer Steer is out number one. Strikeout number two for Ray. 0-0 game, and the batter is Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, a little high inside breaking ball, and I know Steer is not going to like this when he goes back and looks at it. It looked like it could have been up and inside.
De La Cruz, big, tall, left-handed batter, switch hitter. Fly ball to left, should be routine for Happ. It is. A little cloudy in certain areas around the ballpark. A lot of clear skies overhead. Not a bad September night. 83 degrees. I'll take it. The wind, Ron, is absolutely no factor right now.
Yeah, it's, even batting practice, very little wind at all today. The ball was jumping out of this ballpark.
Here's Tyler Stevenson. Big right-handed batting catcher, and he'll take a strike. Cubs sweeping the Pirates the last three games. Cubs with a very impressive road record for the year. There is a strike. The Cubs are 42-35 in road games. Second best in the big leagues. Only Milwaukee slightly better at 43-32. That's one of the things that separates the best teams from all the rest. Winning records on the road. You've got to be a good team to do that. Breaking ball is down low, and the count 1-2.
Yeah, and that's an impressive record with the Cubs are featuring right now. That's for sure.
A ball and 2 strikes on Stevenson. Colin Ray brings it. This ball is lifted into shallow right. Should be routine for Suzuki near the line. He's got it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Colin Ray. After 2, no score. Cubs and Reds on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday afternoons with Spiegel and Holmes, 2 to 6 on the Score.
For over 60 years, Fitzgerald Equipment has kept Illinois and Wisconsin moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service. Featuring heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by heli. Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Proud partner of Cubs Radio.
Future you is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that future you can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward future you with a future flight. Sign up for rapid rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All rapid rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
Join Great Lakes Credit Union's mission of banking for a greater good. As a nonprofit financial institution, Great Lakes Credit Union invests in local communities while offering the services of big banks. Learn more at glcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, guys, be honest. Are you a man who landed a career, built a family, and tackled other big goals, but then realized at some point you stopped having guy friends? You're not the only one. And now 2 organizations in Chicago are teaming up to help. AARP Chicago and Men Living have created a virtual series that invites men 50 and older to meet and create friendships. It's free, virtual, and designed to make it easier for men to connect. It's from 2 to 3 p.m. on September 3rd, 10th, and 24th. For more information and to register, visit aarp.org/IL.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, a leader in comprehensive orthopedic care. Visit ibji.com for locations.
Pete Crow Armstrong's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Zach, time to put on our thinking caps. We are going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. Lights beginning to take effect here in Cincinnati. 0-0 game, 3rd inning. Cubs have the bottom of the order up against Hunter Green, who has not yet allowed a base runner. A couple of Southern Californians facing each other here. Pete Crow Armstrong drives one to right field, going back Benson, and makes the catch. Benson had to race over toward the right field corner, made a sliding catch on a very hard hit ball. And that's out number 1.
Well, if you're Pete, you really can't hit the ball much harder than that. This is the line drive bullet to right. And get a little top spin on it as that ball was sinking. But Benson got a good break and had a very nice catch.
Here's Dansby Swanson. Dansby 0 for 11 lifetime against Hunter Green, and that's probably why he's down in the number 8 spot tonight. Sometimes you put in the lineup before you're aware of all the data, Ron, and then you think, oh, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
0 for 11.
Yeah.
Here is a swing and a miss by Dansby. The defensive alignment, and it's important in this park. The outfielders, the defense for the outfielders is a big deal in this park. And the defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Here's a little pop fly on the infield. Easy play from McLean, the second baseman, right near the bag. Gloves it. Green has set down the first 8. 0-0 game, and the batter, Matt Shaw.
All reviews in this game, they're sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion's always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
This is far from a sellout. We'll make our picks in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game as Matt Shaw takes a breaking ball down low. I'll go ahead and get us started. I'll say there are 16,461. 16461. And Cub fans comprise at least 50% of that guess. Here comes the 1-1. Shaw swings and misses.
I'm going to say 17,500.
Being here on a Friday night, the final road series of the year, I was reminded of, I believe, the 2007 end of the season. It was the final Friday night of the regular season. Carlos Zambrano pitching for the Cubs. The Cubs' magic number was down to 2. And there were 40,000 fans here, and I guarantee you at least 35,000 were Cub fans.
All blue.
It was unbelievable. You'd swear you were at Wrigley Field if you had your eyes closed and heard the reaction
Isn't that something?
to the crowd in certain plays. Cubs won the game. Zambrano pitched, I think, 7 or 8 shutout innings. So that reduced the magic number down to 1. Later that night, Milwaukee lost at home, I want to say to San Diego. And that gave the Cubs the division crown. I think it was 07.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Cubs would head out to Arizona for the playoffs, and they would stumble and lose a couple of games out there. Here is a swing and a miss, strike 3. But I'll never forget that night when the Cubs clinched the division title here in Cincinnati. Again, 80% of the fans were Cub fans. Amazing. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 game. Cubs and Reds on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for some Cubs talk every morning. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score.
Is your chimney clean? Gas fireplace service? Fireplace and Chimney Authority helps keep your home safe and ready for the season. We're your trusted local experts for all repairs and maintenance. Visit fireplaceandchimneyauthority.com.
Here's a club you want to get into. Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Ready to kick off the fun? Chumba Casino is your go-to game plan during halftime or overtime. From spinning slots to instant scratch-style cards, it's like running the perfect play, all from home. New players score a free welcome bonus and daily logins with a shot at some serious prizes every time you play. Get in the game and visit ChumbaCasino.com today. Let's Chumba. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardy is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Bottom 3, Cubs and Reds, scoreless here in Cincinnati. Currently 80 degrees and clear. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros and download the Circa Sports app today. And I'm going to make my guess at the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game, but I need some clarification because it's bring your dog night to the park here in Cincinnati.
Bark in the park. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not mine. But excellent sound effect. Do we count the dogs too?
That's a great question, Zach. That's why you're a top-notch journalist right there.
There you go.
Matt McClain, first up. We'll continue this discussion here as we move along.
You sure?
Sure, we have to.
All right, I'll make my guess. 18,000.
Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Colin Ray gets the strikeout. McClain is gone. That's strikeout number 3 for the Cub right-hander. 0-0 game. Back to the top of the order for T.J. Friedel. As Zach said, they had the Bark in the Park promotion. Fans had their dogs out on the warning track and in foul territory and fair territory, and they were parading all the way around the Great American Ballpark. Dogs of all shapes and sizes and furriness. TJ Friedel, the batter. Didn't think I'd be using the word furriness on this broadcast tonight, but there it was. The 0-1 pitch is in for a strike. But I was reminded of the great rock and roll band of yesteryear, Three Dog Night.
Oh, there you go.
Tonight was a 500 dog night.
Uh-huh. Now, do you remember some of the songs from Three Dog Night?
Joy to the World.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Oh, Three Dog Night did the bullfrog song, huh?
Lucky old Jeremiah. Here comes the 0-2 pitch on the way to Friedel, and it's outside for a ball. They did a lot of top songs many, many years ago. I like the song Out in the Country. Dave Abbott's our engineer. He's kind of a music buff.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a broken bat. Ground ball foul, and the bat goes sailing. Look out. My goodness. The jagged part of that broken bat went sailing into the stands, and I certainly hope everyone is okay. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, and it went up above the netting over the dugout, which is got to be about 30 feet high. Yep. That's unreal.
I don't think I've ever seen a broken bat sailing into the stands over a netting quite like that ever, Ron.
No.
That's frightening.
Yep.
And everyone is okay, I believe.
Yeah, it seems to be. No issues.
Hmm.
Some young guy's got the bat in his hand, the barrel end of it.
So the count on TJ Friedel, 1-2. One away, nobody on. Bottom of the third, a swing and a miss. Strike three. Colin Ray with the strikeout pitch working. That's 4 for him. 2 down, nobody on, and Gavin Lux, the batter. But that was quite a promotion. All the dogs on the field tonight.
Now, would your little guys like to be down on the field like that? Would they do okay down there?
They would love it.
Oh, yeah? Okay. How about their owner? Would he like running around down there with the dog?
Sort of.
not quite in the love it category.
No, they have a good attitude. Whatever you want to do, they're okay with it.
As long as you got some food.
That's it. That's the only priority for them. There's the 0-1 to Gavin Lux. Down low for a ball. Great friends. 2 down, nobody on. Gavin Lux waiting. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away off to the left and out of play. You had to be a Three Dog Night fan.
Yeah,
Remember some of their songs. How about One is the Loneliest Number?
Yeah, they had a lot of good songs. Absolutely.
Mama Told Me Not to Come. That was probably your favorite, Zach. The wild life that you must have had as a youngster.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Low and inside for a ball.
I'd like to think I'm still in those years.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, you had your chance last night. It was the night to do it.
It's a great 24-hour stretch.
Yeah, it was.
You'd like to think it, but are you? That's the question. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 call. Colin Ray just strikes out the side, and Zach is still a very youthful young man. Reds don't score. We go to the 4th. Cubs and Reds, 0-0 game on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow Armstrong here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini for the Gilkey Window Company. I've been talking about these windows for 25 years. The Gilkey family has been making these windows for 45 years. They make, in my opinion, the best windows and doors you could put in your home. I put them in my home. You can do the same now during their summer special. Get $375 off each window, $1,000 off their really nice patio doors with no money down. Call 888-3-GILKEY. That's 888-3-GILKEY or visit Gilkey.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Ask Lakeview Insurance in Lakeview if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Fall is a time for football, falling leaves, cozy fires, and of course, a fresh haircut at Great Clips. Whether you want a whole new look for the season or just a trim on a cut you already love, the skilled stylists at your local Great Clips salon are ready to bring it to life for less. With convenient online check-in, you can stop in whenever it works for you. And with the affordable prices at Great Clips, you'll save money for fall fun too. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today and get a fresh haircut for fall at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Hefty Trash Bags, the official trash bags of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, ultra-strong trash bags resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. The Out of 10 scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. In New York, the Mets beat the Padres 6-1. Brandon Nimmo and Pete Alonso both went deep for New York. So with the Padres losing, the Cubs, who hold the top wildcard spot in the National League, have a 5.5-game lead over the number 2 wildcard team, San Diego. A whole bunch of other finals on the board. The Guardians beat the Tigers 3-1. Jose Ramirez, the go-ahead shot.
Michael Busch takes low. Zach, what else?
The Rays shut out the Blue Jays 4-0.
Busch, a strikeout victim to begin the game. The Cubs have not hit a base runner yet against Hunter Green. Anything else, Zach?
Brent Rooker hit a 2-run home run, pat his 30th. A's knock off the Red Sox at Fenway 5-3.
Busch hits a high fly ball left center, pretty well hit. It is playable, however, for the left fielder Hayes alongside the center fielder Friedel. Out near the warning track in deep left center, out number 1. Green has set down the first 10.
The Mariners beat the Royals 2-0. The Marlins a 9-7 winner over the Rockies. And currently in progress, top 3 in Baltimore. The Yankees leading the Orioles 2-0. Ahmed Rosario with a 2-run double.
Horner whistles a line drive foul down the right field line.
After 1 in Milwaukee, the Brewers and Angels are scoreless. Pat?
Zach, thank you for the updates. We'll hear from you throughout this game. Well, it looks like we have a rarity developing here at the Great American Ballpark. A pitcher's duel.
Yeah, isn't that something? Yeah. Both guys have been dominant so far.
Horner bounces one out to short. Scooping it up is the big man, De La Cruz. And throwing to first. De La Cruz at 6. Is he 6'6"? I think we looked it up, 6'5". One of the tallest shortstops in the history of Major League Ball, but very agile. And he's really a way above average defensive player.
Very good hands. Great throwing arm. He can really sling it over there.
He has not missed a single game all year. Ellie De La Cruz. There's Ian Happ taking down low. For some reason, De La Cruz not in one of the real prime spots in the order. He's batting 7th right now. But again, he hasn't missed a game, so I'm assuming he's reasonably healthy. I know he slumped for a while, but his numbers aren't terrible. 19 homers, 82 driven in. And hitting .263 with way above average defense every day at short. Happ waiting for the 2-1 from Hunter Green. A looper towards center, caught by the shortstop De La Cruz, and that ends the inning. Cubs being mystified by Hunter Green after 3.5. No score on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday afternoons with the Spiegel and Holmes Show, 2 to 6 on The Score.
Experience design you feel in every detail, and technology as innovative as it is effortless with Buick. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR financing on 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get $3,000 purchase allowance on Encore GX, $1,000 purchase allowance on Envision, $250 purchase allowance on Envista, and $500 purchase allowance on Enclave. Must be a current owner of a 2011 model year or newer non-GM vehicle, or a current lessee of a 2020 model year or newer non-GM vehicle for at least 30 days prior to new vehicle sale. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
Step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be. With high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees. Other books may charge you just to get on the field. But with Circa Sports, you can swing away with every bet. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Hefty Trash Bags, the official trash bags of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, ultra-strong trash bags resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty. Bottom of the fourth inning in Cincinnati. Cubs and Reds scoreless. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago sports on Rahimi, Harrison, Grody, 10 to 2 on WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
League leaders are sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Aaron Judge leads the majors in batting average, hitting .329. Cal Raleigh remains the home run leader, 56. Kyle Schwarber, the ex-Cub, with 128 runs batted in. Paul Skeens, the ERA leader, at 2.03. Pat?
All right, Zach. Bottom of the fourth inning, Austin Hayes first up, swings at a curveball from Colin Ray and doesn't get it. Ray and Green matching each other pretty much pitch for pitch. Colin Ray has struck out 5. There's a bunt attempt. Did Hayes bring the bat back in time? Yes, he did. It was a low outside breaking ball. Hayes wanted to lay down a bunt and just did pull the bat back in time. Again, the flag's just hanging out in center. And the next offering, swing and a miss.
Perfect location on that last heater, right at the outside corner. Might have been a little cutter, but right on the outside corner, down and away.
Ray has set down 8 in a row. The Reds had back-to-back one-out singles by Lux and Hayes in the first. Those are the only 2 base runners in the game for either team. We are in the fourth. The 1-2 pulled on the ground to third, foul. Just getting started. The final road series of the regular season for the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs will be home next week starting on Tuesday night against the Mets. And next Friday afternoon, a 3-game series starts against St. Louis. Go to Cubs.com for ticket info. Tomorrow night, Shota Imanaga against Nick Lodolo. Saturday, also a night game. They're going to start earlier, 5:40 Central Time tomorrow and Saturday. Saturday is Javier Assad against Zach Littell. And then Jamison Tyone against Andrew Abbott in the Sunday finale at 12:40. Fly ball, right center, pretty well hit. Long run, Suzuki, long run. Per Armstrong, it short hops the wall, and that's going to be a double for Austin Hayes. There's where the ball really carries, right center. He hit it directly in between Per Armstrong and Suzuki. No chance for either man to get it. It short hopped the wall, and it's a leadoff 2-base hit.
Yeah, splits the defense right at the 370 mark, and Pete goes up close to the wall to try to see if he can make a catch. Couldn't get there. And then that ball hits the ground, hits the wall, and bounces over his head. Say it right there, though, and it ends up being a double.
Sal Stewart will swing away and foul it away.
And this fourth inning, sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
Cubs are 5-4 against the Reds for the year. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away, 0-2. Cubs took 2 out of 3 over a weekend earlier this year here in this park. Cubs ended up splitting the 6 games at Wrigley between these 2 teams. And now the 0-2 to Sal Stewart. Breaking ball just did get a piece as he fouls it back. We got a message from a Clyde Unger, great Cub fan, listening in yesterday. And Clyde said, I was talking with a friend of mine, and he heard me, I guess it was, mention the cameo business. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's out number 1. And Clyde said, I might be interested in purchasing a cameo. Go to cameo.com. And if both Ron Coomer and myself are on there, we're trying to get Zach Zaidman to join us, but he's a little bashful right now. We'll keep working on Zach.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Here comes the pitch on the way to Benson. It's taken low for a ball, but they're a lot of fun. If you have somebody who's graduating or getting married or just a big birthday coming up, or somebody retiring after X number of years as a great employee, and you want to have one of us congratulate them for you, that's basically what it's like. We'll be happy to wish happy birthday or whatever you'd like. Go to cameo.com. And now the 1-0 pitch to Will Benson. And a swing and a foul back. Well, we'll look to maybe hear from our friend Clyde Unger.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm trying to think now, that last name, Zach, help me here. You're good with this. There is a pop culture person with the last name of Unger. Here comes the 1-1 to Benson. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
The Odd Couple, right? Felix Unger.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're right on it. Felix Unger. That's who it is. I knew you'd get it, Zach.
Oscar was the sports writer, right?
Yes, he was.
There you go. And Felix was the neat one, right? Oscar definitely not.
Tony Randall.
Yeah. Jack Klugman, right? Is that it?
That's it. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No swing. Boy, that was close. That could have gone either way. Benson ruled to have checked. I'd like to see the replay on that one.
Yeah, that was close. I thought he went. Not getting a lot of replays on those check swings.
Here's the 2-2 now to Benson. Drilled toward right center in the gap. It's going to be in there, and it'll drive in the game's first run. Scoring on the play, Hayes on a double by Benson as he slides into second. Again, it looked like he was struck out on the previous pitch. He gets a new life and delivers a ringing double to the gap in right center. 1-0 Cincinnati.
Yeah, this pitch outside corner at the knees, pretty good pitch. And Benson, big, strong guy, goes out and gets this ball and hooks it in the gap. 2 hops off the 370 mark. So back-to-back doubles to right center gives the Reds the first run of the ballgame.
For Benson, his 40th run batted in. Spencer Steer the batter. And Colin Ray will bluff the runner back to second base. Well, rarely does the game end up 1-0 in this park. And I don't think this one will either. Reds out hitting the Cubs 4-0. Cubs will continue to try to solve the mystery of Hunter Green as we move along. There's a strike to Spencer Steer. First of a 4-game series. Here's a liner to short. 1 hop backhanded by Swanson. The runner holds at second. The throw to first low. Backhanded on the scoop out by Bush at first. And that's out number 2.
Good pitch, little jam shot. And nice play by Bushy on that low throw, as you said.
And Ellie De La Cruz batting. Ellie's slumping of late. Big, tall, strong left-handed batter, and he'll take a strike. Terry Francona moving him down in the order with his recent slump. He wants to keep him in the lineup. He's still a good glove man and a very good base runner, base stealer. The 0-1 is inside for a ball. It actually makes sense when you think about it, right?
Yeah. Last month he's been scuffling. And your team is in the playoff race, so you're trying to put the best team out there you can.
Line to right, coming in and making the catch, Suzuki to end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits, doubles by Hayes and Benson. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. After 4, Reds 1, Cubs nothing on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
It started with one car 70 years ago when the first Volvo car arrived in the U.S. Since, Volvo has helped redefine safety. From the 3-point safety belt to side impact airbags, a whiplash protection system, and blind spot assist, innovations that have saved millions of lives and made summer memories safer for generations. Celebrate 70 years of safety. Visit your local retailer for the Summer Safely bonus event going on now.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When your name's on the paint job, your primer better hold up. Painters trust Kills primers for serious adhesion, stain blocking, and a finish that lasts. Now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same day or next day delivery, or order online and pick it up in store. Kills primers, pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
When it comes to tuxedos and suits, the pros at Suits 2020 have the winning looks. Why rent when you can own for about the same price? Schedule your free fitting at Suits2020.com.
Take Cubs baseball with you wherever you go in the Chicagoland area with the Odyssey and iHeartRadio apps. Download the apps and search 670 The Score. Getting set for the top half of the 5th inning here in Cincinnati. Start of a 4-game set between the Cubs and Reds. Cincinnati with a 1-0 lead. Will Benson with an RBI double in the 4th to put the Reds ahead. Cubs still looking for their first hit of the ball game against hard-throwing right-hander Hunter Green. Moises Ballesteros, Seiya Suzuki, and Carson Kelly due up here in their half of the 5th inning. Green deals. Ballesteros looks at a ball inside. 1-0 the count. A fastball that missed at 100 miles per hour from Green, which is the routine from him. He whirls and deals, and Ballesteros looks at a strike, a splitter right at the bottom of the zone on the outside edge. 1-1 the count. Ballesteros in upright stance. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls it into the glove. Another fastball. 1-2.
And you get the fastball inside first pitch and then the fastball away. Last pitch, perfect pitcher's pitch in the outside corner at the knees.
Ballesteros waits. And here comes the 1-2 from Green. And a hot smash up the middle. Bobbled on the edge of the outfield grass by Dela Cruz, and safe at first by Ballesteros as Dela Cruz is not able to retrieve the ball in time to make a throw. So the Cubs have a base runner for the first time tonight.
This ball, I think, gets deflected a little bit by Green as he reaches behind his, no, maybe not. But this is one of those ground balls. It's a 2-hopper to Dela Cruz. Plays it off the side, doesn't make the catch. I got to believe this is going to be an error on Dela Cruz at short.
Yeah, they've given Dela Cruz an error. So Ballesteros at first. Here's Seiya Suzuki, and he whacks the first pitch foul back off the screen, 0-1. Pat mentioned this earlier, that Suzuki has had a lot of success in his career against Green. Entered play hitting better than 400 against him with 2 home runs. Dela Cruz with 25 errors this year. Green deals, and Suzuki looks at a strike right at the top of the zone. But it wasn't a fastball. It was a hard slider from Green. 0-2.
That's a lot of errors for your shortstop to have. especially for a guy with the ability that he has and the hands that he has. He should not be making that many errors.
The next pitch, Suzuki swings and pops it up. Shallow center, drifting back McLean, and the second baseman has it, makes the catch. One away as Suzuki is retired. Ballesteros returns to first.
Let's see if Kelly can do a little damage here. Cubs do not have a hit here against Green, who's throwing bullets. He's had very nice sequence of pitches and good command tonight. Cubs have only squared up a couple balls against him so far today.
Now the pitch. This is outside. Another fastball from Green. Maybe he's getting tired. That one was at 99.
Velocity's dropping way down.
Steer holding on by Ballesteros at first. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Slider low. And Kelly went after it. 1-1 the count. Big hole on the right side of the infield with Steer holding on by Ballesteros. McLean, the second baseman, up the middle, just to the right of the bag. Green, high leg kick and pitch. Kelly whacks it foul out of play off to the right. 1-2.
That's a pitch you want to put in play. If you're Kelly, you got to fast in the middle of the plate. And it's easy to save from up here. You know, he hit it on the barrel. He's just tardy. Pitch is 100 miles an hour and just a little late. Fouled it off to the right.
Cincinnati up 1-0. 1 on, 1 out for the Cubs here in the top of the fifth. Cubs still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Ballesteros reached on an error. Throw to first. Ballesteros dives in safely. Moises has yet to steal a base in his big league career.
You may be able to say that for a while.
The pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball right along the outside edge at 100 miles per hour. Kelly's retired, 2 away.
Yeah, when when you get a pitch to hit against a guy like Hunter Green, you've got to do something with it. Because with his arsenal, it's only 3 pitches. And as a right-hander, really 2. You're going to get fastball and you're going to get a slider. One of the 2. But he fouled the 1 pitch off, and then he just paints on him on the outside corner with a 100-mile-an-hour heater.
Pete Crow Armstrong at the plate looks at a splitter low, so the count is 1-0. 2 away, top 5, 1-0 Cincinnati. Ballesteros at first. Cubs still looking for their first hit. Crow Armstrong waits, and the pitch. Inside with a fastball clocked at 101 miles per hour. If I'm not mistaken, that's 734 pitches this season that Green has thrown at 100 or more. Unreal. Here's the pitch. This one hits Ballesteros in the helmet. Ball ricochets to right center, retrieved by Friedel. He throws to second in time for the force. That's out number 3. Is Ballesteros okay?
The ball it's a line drive bullet. I think it flicks off the glove of the first baseman, Steer, and then hits Ballesteros part in the helmet and part in the head, I believe. The Steer reaches for this ball, and it hits Ballesteros right in the side of the helmet, and he's being helped. He's walking off the field, but with trainer Nick Frangella and Craig Counts. Wow.
What a scary play. We've got to take a break. That ends the top half of the 5th inning, and we'll check on Ballesteros when we come back. After 4.5, Reds 1, Cubs nothing on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk, middays 10 to 2 on Rahimi, Harris, and Grody on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Hey, folks, Coom here. Since teaming up with the fine folks at Yuengling Beer, I've heard this question a lot. Ron, how has Yuengling managed to be around for 196 years? Well, it comes down to one thing. They brew great beer. Simple as that. It takes real quality to become the oldest brewery in America, and Yuengling's been doing it right since 1829. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, Flight by Yuengling, they all have the same commitment to flavor and craftsmanship. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
You deserve a car that thrills you. And Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put bumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
Wednesday, September 24th is Northern Illinois University night. Fans who purchase through Cubs.com/specials will receive a special edition Cubs and Northern Illinois University cap presented by New Era. Be here for it. Bottom of the 5th inning in Cincinnati. Reds with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. The batter is Tyler Stevenson, the number 8 hitter in the Reds order. Colin Ray deals. He fouls the first pitch back. Stevenson does for strike one.
So the last play to end the inning, this is a play that usually if the fielder or if the runner gets hit with the ball, he is out. But the reason why Ballesteros was not out right away, the ball deflected off the glove of the first baseman Steer. This ball's fouled off Stevenson. So it hits the glove, then it hits Ballesteros. So then Ballesteros, the play continues out, deflects all the way in the center field. And the center fielder throws to second, they get a force out. So it will not hit for Pete Crow Armstrong. It's just going to be a 3-8-6 put out at second base.
Stevenson check swing on appeal. He went around, says the first base umpire, Chad Whitson. Strike 3. So Stevenson is retired. One away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reds with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. The first out sponsored by Xfinity, your home field advantage. Brought to you by Xfinity, all your favorite teams, all in one place. Matt McLean at the plate. And the first pitch is a sweeper way outside. It rolls all the way to the backstop, so 1-0 the count.
The good thing I can report as I'm looking down at the Cubs dugout is Ballesteros is back in the Cubs dugout and smiling and talking about how he's got hit in the melon with the line drive. So we can chuckle now because they're all laughing about it. But when it first happened, there was no laughing matter. That's for sure. That ball smoked him.
The next pitch to McLean is outside. So the count is 2-1 off the bat of Crow Armstrong, who is at the plate. Exit velocity 105 miles per hour. It was a screaming line drive just tipped by the glove of the first baseman Steer. As McLean swings, drives one in the air, deep right center field. Crow Armstrong giving chase at the track near the wall. He tracks it down and makes a running catch in right center for out number 2 as McLean is retired. Bottom 5, Reds up 1-0. So it went right off the fingertips of the glove of Steer, smashed right into the side of the helmet of Ballesteros. It ricocheted way out into right center field. The helmet went flying. Ballesteros kind of crouched because that was a shot and then attempted to run to second, but Friedel threw him out at second base as TJ Friedel pops it up on the infield behind the mound. Dansby Swanson on the grass has it and makes the catch for out number 3 as the Reds go down in order here in the 5th. But the good news is Ballesteros is okay. That's the most important thing. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs nothing after 5 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen to every Cubs game right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Want to rethink what's possible? How about being an investor? Not just in your future, but in the future. Well, it all starts with Invesco QQQ. For more than 25 years, this single ETF has given investors a direct line to the NASDAQ 100. That's 100 leading innovators behind advances in personal tech, science, and robotics, just to name a few. And you can access it all with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco QQQ is the proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully before investing. Invesco is not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that future you can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward future you with a future flight. Sign up for rapid rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All rapid rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardie is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Dansby Swanson's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
All right, Zach, we go to inning number 6. Reds on top 1-0. The difference, a 4th inning RBI double by Will Benson. Hunter Green will go to work on Dansby Swanson, Matt Shaw, and Michael Busch. The Cubs looking for their first hit of the game. Swinging a ground ball to third, routine for Stewart. The toss across in time, and that's out number 1. Swanson bounces out. The batter is Matt Shaw. Green just rolling along. Aside from the ball hit by Pete Crow Armstrong, very few solidly hit balls against the big right-hander. Here's Busch in the on-deck circle as Matt Shaw now batting, takes a breaking ball for ball 1.
Yeah, Pete's really been the guy. He lined out to right, and Benson made the sliding catch, and then a line drive at first base. So he's been the one guy that's hit Green hard.
And Green run only at 60 pitches, so he's got some left in the tank. You don't see many 1-0 games here. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Colin Ray pitching great ball himself, giving up only 1 run in 5 innings.
Yeah, he gave up the 2 doubles in the 4th. Almost to the same spot, to that right center spot, and that's the only run of the game.
Here comes the 1-2 to Matt Shaw. He fouls it back. We've seen a lot of games here, though, Ron. At any time, a big inning is always possible. Get a couple of guys on and a home run, and I mean, it happens in a hurry in this park. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Shaw is out number 2. 5 strikeouts for Hunter Green. Green trying to beat the Cubs for the 5th time in 6 career decisions. But I mentioned earlier, Ron, the Cubs have hit him. They've gotten runs and manufactured some offense against Hunter Green in the past, just not tonight.
Right.
His ERA was 4.10 against the Cubs before this game.
Well, he's one of those guys with the stuff that he has, because it's such a great fastball, that when he's really on, he's one of those guys that any night he could dominate the entire ballgame.
And that's what he's been doing so far. Drafted in June of 2017 by the Reds. 1st round pick, 2nd pick overall. 2-0 to Busch outside. Okay, do you green light a guy in a game where you're looking for your first hit on 3-0?
I think if Michael Busch feels good about swinging, I would let him swing. Absolutely. Might be the best pitch you get in your entire at-bat or the entire night.
Fastball strike. It was right down the middle.
Michael was taking all the way on 3-0.
Plenty of Cub fans here ready to make some noise. And the 3-1 to Bush way outside, ball 4. He missed his target on that pitch by more than any pitch he has all night long. That was way outside. Missed his target by about 3 feet.
That's only the second base runner of the game for the Cubs. That'll bring up one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball, Nico Horner.
Nico with a 12-game hitting streak. And he will hit a ground ball to second base, fielded by McLean. Shovels it to the shortstop, De La Cruz. There's the force. That's the inning. And the Cubs still looking for their first hit as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Reds 1, Cubs nothing on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Matthew Boyd. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Hey, welcome to Everything Outdoors. Can I help you find anything?
Hey, yeah. Can you point us to the camping gear?
Sure, aisle 2.
How about fly fishing? Just bought a new Nissan Pathfinder, and we're ready to get back to it.
Aisle 7.
Snowboarding? Our Pathfinder's got intelligent 4x4, and we want to hit the backcountry.
Oh, aisle 18.
And where are the boats?
Back of the store, but are you sure you can do all this?
Oh, yeah. Up to 6,000 pounds towing. We're good to go. Oh, where's the scuba department?
Return to rugged in the 2025 Nissan Pathfinder. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com. Available intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Towing capability varies by configuration. See owner's manual for important safety information. For well-qualified buyers, example 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand finance. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
From the first pitch to extra innings, Sea Glass is your invitation to relax and recharge. As the official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sea Glass brings the refreshing flavors of California's Central Coast to wherever you are, whether it's in the stands or on the couch. So pour yourself a glass and slide into your coastal state of mind. Look for Sea Glass in the wine aisle at your local retailer. Sea Glass, official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs.
The clearance event is going on now at American Sale. Save up to 70% on pools, patio sets, and more. The clearance event, only at American Sale. Bring the fun home.
Colin Ray pitching extremely well, simply being outpitched slightly by Hunter Green. 1-0 Reds, bottom of the 6th inning. Gavin Lux, Austin Hayes, and Sal Stewart, 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up against Colin Ray. Shota Imanaga against Nick Lodolo tomorrow night. We'll get underway at 5:40 Central Time. Big curveball is outside to Lux. The Mets beat San Diego earlier today. That reduced the Cubs' magic number to 5 for clinching the top wild card spot in the national playoff scene. Breaking ball missed, 2-0. Speaking of the Mets, they'll be at Wrigley on Tuesday night. 2-0 pitch outside. Go to Cubs.com regarding ticket availability for the final homestand. 3 against New York, 3 against St. Louis. And now the 3-0 pitch in there for a call strike.
And let's see what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation light beer. And as you said, Colin Ray throwing exceptional baseball too. 1 run on 4 hits. All just the problem is Hunter Green has got a no-hitter going so far through the first 6 innings.
Here's the 3-1. Fly ball foul, left side, and it's out of play. Another thing that makes this a very good hitter's park run is the relatively scarce area of foul ground. Out very little foul territory. Down the lines, almost nothing. And then the area behind the plate, maybe 40 feet.
Yeah, everything about this place just screams good hitter's park.
Fastball, strike three called. Lutz is out number one, and the batter, Austin Hayes. I bet you would have liked to have played several years with that 370 marker out in right center in a home ballpark for yourself.
Oh, my, yeah.
Wouldn't you?
That would be outstanding. It just turns you into such a good hitter because you just see the ball longer and you can drive it that way.
Fly ball to left, racing over and making the catch is Happ. A softly hit fly ball. Happ angling in and over, made a routine catch, and that's out number two. And the batter, Sal Stewart.
Pitch by Ray, getting the quick out of Hayes, little slider away. Hayes hit it right off the end of the bat.
Reds 1, Cubs nothing. Bottom of the sixth inning. 2 outs, bases empty. Stewart has struck out twice. Still no wind at all. A warm summer night. Late summer, just a few more days before fall arrives. And as Bob Seger said in one of the songs, with autumn closing in.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that would have been Night Moves. Here is a swing and a miss, and the count now 1-1 on Sal Stewart. Here comes the 1-1 by the big, tall right-hander, Ray. Swing and a foul back. He got away with that one.
Yeah, that was a hanging breaking ball. Stewart with a big swing and fouled it straight back.
Well, let's see what's happened on this date in baseball history. We'll get to that both during this inning and into the seventh, perhaps. Baseball history, this date in baseball history, brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Swing and a miss, strike three. Colin Ray strikes out Stewart. Let's see if the Cubs can get some runs for Colin Ray. He is certainly pitching well enough to be a winning pitcher in a ball game. We go to the seventh. Reds 1, Cubs nothing. On the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
One text, one snap, one scroll is all it takes to be game over behind the wheel. You drive, you text, you pay. Think you can beat distractions in our retro arcade? Visit itsnotagameillinois.com.
At Wintrust, our approach lets Cubs fans show their pride anytime, anywhere. With the Cubs debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, you don't just swipe, you make a statement. It's like a megaphone for your wallet, broadcasting Cubs pride with every transaction. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs to choose an eligible account and score your Cubs debit card. That's wintrust.com/Cubs. Wintrust, different approach, better results. Cubs debit card is not available at all Wintrust Community Banks charters. Member FDIC.
Here we go. Count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus.
This is incredible.
Watch your local NFL game live all season long.
And he's in for a touchdown.
Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T&Cs apply.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now on chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Again, this day in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. It was on this date, September 18, 1954, that the Cleveland Indians clinched the American League pennant. They would set an American League record that year with 111 wins against 43 losses. Can you imagine 68 above 500? Ian Happ will swing and miss at the first pitch here in the 7th inning from Hunter Green. Ian was trying to tie the game with one swing. The next offering, fastball, strike 2 call. Happ has grounded out and lined out. Right now, just trying to get on base to start a rally. Cubs down by 1-0. And the 0-2. Happ lifting one foul off to the left out of play. Ron, before you sat down and mentioned the Indians of 1954 clinched the American League pennant on this date, September 18. How do you get to 68 games above 500? Happ will take strike 3 call. Happ didn't like the call. He thought it was high. And he has a brief word with Edwin Moscoso. And that is out number 1. Happ called out, and the batter is Ballesteros.
Four-seam fastball, top of the zone, away. Being a little choked up and just couldn't pull the trigger.
6 strikeouts for Hunter Green. Cubs still without a base hit. Here's Moises Ballesteros swinging away and fouling it away. Thankfully, he's okay after being hit in the helmet by that line drive off the bat of Pete Crow Armstrong. And he hits a high fly ball foul left side out of play. Green has only walked one man. He's not doing a lot of nibbling out there.
No, he is. He has been. First inning, he was a little erratic. He was getting some calls a little bit from Moscoso, and then he's settled right in, and he has really been pitching masterful. Just both sides of the plate with all 3 pitches.
Next pitch fouled away by Ballesteros. 1-0 Cincinnati. 7th inning, 1 down. Base is empty. And the 0-2 pitch from Hunter Green. Down low. The pitch count not yet a factor. But you can believe that Terry Francona is keeping a very close eye on that pitch count. And the next offering is taken strike 3 call. Ballesteros caught looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin this 7th inning. Green now at 78 pitches. And the batter's Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah, this is perfect fastball down and away. Ballesteros. I think this ball's probably borderline away.
Suzuki takes down low. That was an off-speed delivery. Seiya is the one guy previous to tonight that had done some damage against Green. He was 7 for 15 with a pair of home runs and 6 runs batted in. And one of his homers was a grand slam. That was on a windy night at Wrigley a couple of years ago. He hits a ground ball fair. It's going to be a double into the left field corner. And Seiya Suzuki breaks up the no-hit bid with a 2-out double here in the 7th inning. And now let's see if the Cubs can go about the business of tying and then taking the lead in this game.
Well, a little breaking ball down and away, and Seiya just hooks this ball just inside the bag at third. Nothing you can really do. You're the third base, and you're giving it the best shot. Stewart lays out for this ball, but couldn't get to it. It goes down into the corner.
Now let's see if Carson Kelly can drive in the tying run. And that finally brought the Cub fans to life. The first hit coming with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Here's a big bouncer to second, fielded by McLean. Over to first in time to end the inning. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of inning number 7. Reds 1, Cubs nothing on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Cade Horton. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has greeted fans with sustainable restroom products at Wrigley Field for 111 years. And now Sloan is excited to introduce new innovation to Cubs fans throughout the concourse with its brand new bottle fillers to provide clean drinking water while reducing plastic waste throughout the friendly confines. Learn more at sloan.com and go Cubs go!
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
It's time for Trash Day Nose Yoga with Hefty. Let's transform stinky scenarios with a joyful scent of Fabuloso. Inhale. You forgot to empty your kid's lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. Watermelon in the summer. That's the power of Hefty Ultra Strong Trash Bags with Fabuloso.
Hefty, hefty, hefty. Hey, Cubs fans, make history with your business in the Village of Bedford Park. To learn more, contact Adam Colopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
1-0 Reds as we get set for the last of the seventh here in Cincinnati. The opener of a 4-game set. The seventh inning is sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Pat?
All right, Zach, we go to the bottom of inning number 7. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel at the Great American Ballpark. We should be getting the attendance here soon. We made all of our guesses, right? Okay.
We did. Just humans.
Will Benson drove in the Reds' only run of this game with a ringing double to right center back in the 4th. Big, strong left-handed batter. Colin Ray still on the mound. Why not? He's pitching a great game. Deep drive to right down the line, foul. And back out of play. Cincinnati right at the 500 mark. Trying to climb one game above. Cubs are a season high 24 games above 500. Swing and a miss. Good change of pace. Baseball notes here. Looks like baseball history. Greg Maddux.
Mm-hmm.
When you start breaking the records of a guy named Cy Young, it's a very proud day. Pitch down low. Maddux broke Cy Young's major league record by getting his 13th win for the 20th consecutive season. Ooh. Think about that. Changeup is down low. I remember this game. It was 2006 Dodgers. Hit 4 consecutive home runs in the bottom of the 9th inning against San Diego. Bouncer to first, glove by Bush. Good play on the short hop. He slid as he scooped it and then gets up and runs to first in time. Not a routine play from Michael Bush. It's out number 1.
Not routine, but a very good play to get the first out here in this 7th. With 4 home runs in a row.
I remember this. It was on television. Vin Scully was doing the play-by-play, and solo home runs by Jeff Kent, J.D. Drew, Russell Martin, and Marlon Anderson.
Wow.
Tied the game. Here's a swing and a foul back to our booth, and out of play. Ron Coomer was ready to dive in front of any of us to protect us from harm. Ron, you can get up from under the table now.
Well, range isn't what it used to be.
Here's the 0-1, and it's in for a strike. 0-2.
Thought I had me my first play of the year, but came up a little short.
Now, you were making a very humorous sound earlier when you were a player and maybe a catcher like a Terry Steinbach, one of your teammates would drop a ball or miss misplay or mishandle something, you would make a sound, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd share that with our audience. It's
Really?
a very
Really?
comical sound.
When a guy would clank a ball, like happened in this ball game, you'd walk up to him on the bench and he'd go, "Gung!" Like, try the glove next time, not the frying pan. Let's see how that works.
What was that?
You heard it.
I only wish this could be seen by our radio listeners. I mean,
That would be something.
There's some real acting involved. Ron's
Yeah.
head is shaking and quivering. It's very entertaining.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Do you rehearse this? Like the time we do spend a lot of time alone on the road.
I'm just natural at it.
Well, I can tell that. That goes without saying. That goes without shaking. 1-0 Cincinnati, bottom of the 7th inning. I like that sound effect. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. What a game that Colin Ray is pitching, Ron. He's allowed only 4 hits and 1 run, but he's on the bottom end of a 1-0 score here in Cincinnati. Normally when you pitch like this, you're leading by 4 or 5 runs.
Yeah, this is a game. This is a very rare game here, as we talked about here in Cincinnati. 1-run ball game, 1-0.
Ellie De La Cruz, the batter, and he'll take a strike.
Both guys have been exceptional at hitting the edges of the strike zone all night long.
One more note, this stayed in baseball history. Troy Tulowitzki is a name from the past. Swing and a miss. Now, you talk about a hot stretch for home runs. He tied a major league record on this date in 2010 with his 14th home run in a 15-game span.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
That's hot.
Now, okay, he did play his games at Coors Field, but still.
Yeah, you still got to hit it, though. You still got to be squaring the ball up and hitting that many balls like that.
De La Cruz swings and misses, strike 3. Colin Ray fooled him badly. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if the Cubs can get Colin Ray some runs. We go to the 8th inning. Reds 1, Cubs 0 on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Spiegel and Holmes on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the score.
Come see what's cooking in Des Moines, Iowa, where there's something for every taste. The crispy hash browns at Waveland Cafe, a sizzling bacon-glazed pork chop at Oak Park, the snap of a foot-long hot dog at an iCubs game, a 2-foot State Fair lobster roll that has cameras clicking and mouths watering. Hungry yet? Come to Des Moines and try everything. I guarantee you'll come back for seconds. Plan your foodie feast at CatchDesMoines.com, because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
It's not too late for your pup to be called out on air as the Tito's Handmade Vodka K9 of the game. Submit your dog now at 670thescore.com, and your pooch could get a shout-out. And if the Northerners pitchers strike out 9 or more during a regular season home game, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to anti-cruelty and up to $10,000 this season, supporting their mission to care for animals in need and build a stronger pet-loving community. Tito's Handmade Vodka, vodka for dog people. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today.
This 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars Dedicated. Donate your car today. And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. And Cubs need some points here, Patrick.
8th inning, Cubs are down by a run. Pete Crow Armstrong first up. I'm trying to think, Ron, I've been covering every Cubs game that they've played in this park since it opened in 2003. Here's the pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong, a swing and a miss. I do not remember a game where both starting pitchers worked 7 full innings.
Yeah.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with the 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds, like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $239 a month or get 1.99% APR on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Offers end September 30th. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Future You is using their Rapid Rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that Future You can't use? And since your Rapid Rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward Future You with a future flight. Sign up for Rapid Rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All Rapid Rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
Change is always happening. But no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same. The price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Hey folks, Coom here. Since teaming up with the fine folks at Yingling Beer, I've heard this question a lot. Ron, how has Yingling managed to be around for 196 years? Well, it comes down to one thing. They brew great beer. Simple as that. It takes real quality to become the oldest brewery in America, and Yingling's been doing it right since 1829. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, Flight by Yingling, they all have the same commitment to flavor and craftsmanship. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, PA.
Want to rethink what's possible? How about being an investor? Not just in your future, but in the future. Well, it all starts with Invesco QQQ. For more than 25 years, this single ETF has given investors a direct line to the NASDAQ 100. That's 100 leading innovators behind advances in personal tech, science, and robotics, just to name a few. And you can access it all with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco QQQ is the proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully before investing. Invesco is not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors.
Hey, baseball fans, now at Verizon, they are knocking it out of the park with low prices. Locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Only on a network you can count on. Slide into your local Chicago Verizon store today.
$20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rates. Additional terms and conditions apply. Make your house a home with premium paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben for interiors. Or protect your exteriors with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. Available exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Their high-quality products ensure a flawless finish every time. Ready to start your next project? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Benjamin Moore. See the love.
Consult your financial and tax professional.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're a different kind of wireless company dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Because let's face it, our needs are different. Big wireless unlimited plans are designed for 20-somethings, not us. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on one thing, bringing you affordable, reliable rate plans that suit your needs, not ours. How do we do that? We start by using the same towers as the big guys, the exact same towers. We then create rate plans designed for your usage. The fact is, we can offer you an unlimited plan with the same network quality for less because we understand how you use wireless services. Our plans start at just $20 a month. And forget trying to chat with robots. You'll get 100% US-based award-winning customer service when you need help. Come find out how wireless should be and join the millions who've made the switch.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
It's time to bet and sweat.
The sweat is on. Yeah, the sweat is on.
With your hosts, the big noise, Brad Evans.
I got to duplicate that. No way. No shot in the HE-double-L hockey sticks.
And the mad better, Ryan Horvat.
You don't got to bet every game. That's how you see those guys that live under the bridge. They lay 25.5 with UNLV week 0.
It's BetMGM tonight on the BetMGM network. Make it legendary.
Welcome back to BetMGM tonight. Brother Big Noise Evans with you. Ryan Horvat in the house on this hashtag Tequila Thursday. Keep checking it down to top off the phone. He just got another grab. I love it. Up to 2 receptions now in the game. That was only for a couple of yards. At his third down for the Miami Dolphins. Buffalo did score on the last drive, and it went to a tight end. No, it wasn't to Dalton Kincaid. No, it wasn't to Dawson Knox. It was some dude named Jackson Hawes, who's usually the run-blocking tight end, as Josh Allen rolled out to his left. Looked like he was going to call his own number, but improvised and did a little shuffle pass to Hawes, who caught it. And with an emphatic spike in the end zone as the Bills up 14-7, Tua drops back 3rd and 9. For the Miami Dolphins, rolls out to his left, throws down, and incomplete. The wheels are starting to come off for Miami. They had a competitive moment there in the opening drive as Ollie Gordon did score for them. But Buffalo right now get the ball back, and Miami has absolutely no answer defensively, whether trying to bottle up the run and James Cook or defend Josh Allen through the air, especially the tight end position. Dalton Kincaid with already 3 catches, 41 yards, and a score in that first half. Again, we're going to keep you abreast of all the action there in Western New York. But a friendly reminder before we bring on our buddy Brandon Funston, talk some fantasy. If you want to talk fantasy football with us ahead of the NFL Week 3 main slate, if you want to talk any sports betting as well in the NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, or elsewhere, you absolutely can. All you got to do to contact Tori and I is you pick up the phone and dial us fools at 833-732-3875. 833-732-3875. You can also fire off your questions and comments on the X or the Twitter at BetMGM Tonight. Again, on X, bring the noise at BetMGM Tonight. Now, through the power of animated picture and sound, my guy, Senior Fun Buns, Brandon Funston, fantasy football insider, guy that oversees a lot of the operations at The Athletic when it comes to the world of fantasy football. Dabbles a little bit here and there in the sports betting universe as well, and probably does a tremendous job cleaning up all the miscues that I fire off in my columns. I'm sending him weekly there at The Athletic. Make sure you give him a follow on X at Brandon Funson. Again, on X at Brandon Funson. He may actually check his feed once a month, but he'll check it at some point. Brandon, welcome back to BetMGM tonight, my man. First question straight out of the gate. Amari Hampton and Ashton Genty, investors who shelled out high draft capital for the rookies, feel like they were fleeced a couple of weeks into the season. Thoughts on both heading in
lot of runs over in Pittsburgh the last 3 games. 8 yesterday, 4 both on Monday and Tuesday nights. So they got 16 in the 3-game sweep. And not a single run tonight, and you just do not see many shutouts in this park. Not in the summertime.
No, not really. Meat of the order is up right now. Presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
Down low for a ball. The Reds bullpen is out beyond the left center field fence. We really can't see if anyone is warming up or not.
I don't think anybody's warming. Usually you can see a baseball. You can see the ball.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anybody throwing. No real reason to.
Bush fouls it away. See how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The actual figure is 18,523. And Zach Zaidman is the winner in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Low and inside. I like the way Bush has laid off 2 of the breaking balls in this plate appearance, Ron.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He was on the fastball, took a big rip at it, and then did not chase a couple hooks. See what he gets here on 2-2.
Fastball is inside, 3-2.
That pitch 1 miles an hour just missed the inside corner at the top of the zone.
Hunter Green, 25 years old. Coming back 3-2. Fouled away. He challenged Bush with that one. It's a good plate appearance for Bush. Let's see if he can end it by getting on base. Green now right at 100 pitches for the game.
Bush, he gets a good fastball. He can launch one.
He hits a high fly ball, deep right center. It is playable for Benson near the track, and he makes the catch. The words were just out of your mouth, Ron, and he almost did, as you say, launch one.
You could just tell the fastball before he was right on time with it. And I thought, this ball's got a chance. If he throws him a strike with the fastball, Bushy could launch this baby, and he just missed hitting one out of here.
Now Nico Horner swings and misses. Nico's hitting streak is on the line. 11 in a row, but right now Nico would say, I don't care about the hitting streak. I want to get on base any way I can and see if we can get a run, or better yet, 2, and take the lead. Horner has bounced out to second, bounced out short, and also hit into a fielder's choice. He chases a low slider, but it came in at about 90 miles an hour. And that's strike 2. Reds fans are standing. 1-0 Cincinnati, 1 away, top of the 9th. Nobody on. Now Green summons the catcher Stevenson out for a quick conversation.
Well, I think what's happening, they're having trouble with the pitch count device again. That's been the issue in this inning. I don't know if they're running out of batteries or what they're doing. Heck of a time to have that happen. You're in the 9th inning. Guys got a big game going so far.
You can tell Green is saying, okay, everything's all right. Let's just keep playing.
Yeah, right.
I'm ready to go.
Uh-huh. Let's put down number 1, and I'm going to throw it. Here we go.
0-2 on Horner. 1-0 Reds, top of the 9th inning. Plenty of Cub fans ready to make noise. Nico takes strike 3 call. Fastball at the knees. 2 down, 9th inning. It's up to Ian Happ.
It's a blistering downhill fastball. This ball, he gets on top of this heater and just throws a bullet for strike 3.
You don't see Nico fastballs for strike 3s very often. Cubs down to their last chance. Happ swings and fouls it away. Now the Cubs fans start to stand, hoping for some late inning heroics and dramatics. And the pitch to Happ. Swing, miss. He got on a changeup. 0-2. Cubs down to their last strike. Hunter Green working on a one-hitter. 2 down, top of the 9th inning. The 2-strike pitch. Fouled away by Happ. It's not over yet. If Happ gets on, Ballesteros would get a chance.